Welcome back to the show. Thank you for staying tuned. Now, very quickly, we breeze through the world of social media. Ijoma Luke is here with us. Ijoma Luke, I always want to add Ajayi. Then I remember not Amazing Grace, but you are graceful.
Thank you very much, Natalie. Good morning. Good morning, Noji.
Good morning.
It's a really cozy, warm morning. Feeling cold though, but anyways, good morning to you and welcome to Social Media Trend. So the Senate has advanced bill to establish state police, which is now trending. We're all on social media. The Senate has advanced a constitutional amendment bill to establish state police services across Nigeria. Senate President Godswill Akpabio said the proposal would strengthen the country's security architect and help address insecurity in the country. Let's take a look at the comments since you just had it currently with him. Mr. Anthony wrote, the problem with state police is that governors will abuse the privilege, but if the state police will be managed well, they will reduce insecurity. GIO wrote, that is if the budget for security is not used for car and wardrobe allowance. Say United fans wrote, establishment of state police is good, but the fact is, we are establishing it as a result of government's failure regarding security. We just pray and hope this establishment will help solve the problem. Well, these are the comments and much more that we have. But Natalie, what is your reaction to the establishment of state police?
It's a great one, and it's a great conversation to be having. But like Ozo said, the crucial issue is if the federal government was handling it and funding was still a challenge, because we saw some issues of police officers not being paid what we always felt like they deserve to be paid. If it comes down to the state, it also raises fresh questions about how the state can sustain it. And it's not something that should ever be treated with kid gloves. Them sound like Barrister Chidi with kid gloves. Because if you arm these people, like also said, and they are roaming the streets, then that could even create more problems. So it's not a case of using the money to buy this and buy that. The money has to be invested in the actual architecture, actual state police. That's the only thing. We need to be able to trust that the government is going to prepare for it. And it's also a call to the Senate to try to ensure that there's enough time for the states to go ahead and prepare. So it's not a rushed thing, which would lead to a disaster.
Well, there are a lot of merits and demerits to this, but I just hope that the merits are going to outweigh the demerits, right? And also funding and preparation. Enugu State is positioned well. What of other states are they positioned well to assimilate and accept and have this under control? Because at the end of the day, it's not just arming these individuals and whatnot. Don't hold them, because it's going to revert back to what we were experiencing. You give uniforms, arm these people, you're not paying them properly. They now turn to tools and to start abusing people and whatnot, right? So it's a welcome development, and definitely drastically insecurity is going to go down if this is literally made to come to pass. But at the end of the day, funding is the issue everybody's talking about right now, and that's a clause they have to find a way and figure out.
That's right.
Yeah.
Straight into our next story. A woman was arrested for allegedly trying to steal a newborn in a hospital. A woman was apprehended at Divine Mercy Hospital in Awada, Obosi, Anambra State, after posing as a nurse, was arrested after allegedly attempting to steal a newborn baby from the hospital. According to reports, she approached a new mother, falsely claimed to be a newly employed staff member, and later made a suspicious call asking whether the person wanted a baby boy or a baby girl. The mother became alarmed, followed her, and raised an alarm in the hospital as hospital staffs and security came out to stop her before she could escape. Let's take a look. Chairman of Jesus wrote, "The evil in this society keep getting worse. Thank God she was caught." Foxy wrote, "Technically, the hospital management should be arrested too. How does a random person walk into a maternity ward unchallenged without internal staff compromise?" The Voice wrote, "People are cruel in this country. Bandits are not even the worst thing about this country. How do you steal a woman's baby right after birth? She will never recover from it. It's a very cruel thing to do." Well, Natalie, what is your reaction to this, stealing a baby from a hospital?
I mean, Divine Mercy Hospital has to also be held responsible for such a gap, right, in security. Imagine the trauma that would have caused. And judging by the lackadaisical attitude that we see on the street, you might have just said, "Oh, sorry, we tried. Oh, where's your CCTV? Oh, you know, there's some things that should not even happening in the first place." As for the kidnapper, or shall we be professional and say the suspected kidnapper, she should be ashamed of herself. Why would you put yourself in such a humiliating situation? Why would you do that? How much did you want to sell the baby? What did you want to do with the baby? I mean, it is the height of inhumanity to go ahead and lay your criminal hands on an innocent baby that doesn't even know the cruelty of the world yet. I think it's unfortunate that such things are still happening. And I think we should go beyond the humiliation to proper handcuffs. Those hands that she used to snatch that baby should be cuffed really well. And then she should be taken to the correctional facility and the psychiatric home to evaluation thereafter.
I mean, I was expecting to see the police already taking her away to, you know, do her confessions and whatnot. Get questioned. How can you even walk into someone's establishment and you carrying a nurse attire to wear and steal a baby to go and do what with a baby? These are the questions I'm meant to be asking. And I don't get it why we are so wicked in this world, right? So causing another person pain, is it beneficial to you and whoever you're calling, as they stated right there, if it's a baby boy or a baby girl? Well, thank God that she's being caught, and definitely, let's see the story still developing and make her confessions and get to understand what happened literally and tie it to other people she might be working with, the cohort. You know, getting all those people are very important.
Right. I completely agree with Foxy on this, one of the commentators. I think, that she really put it in the right perspective.
Yeah, that's right. Straight into our last story, which has to be a good wrap-up of everything. We've been talking about the DNA Forensic and Criminal Investigation Center that was commissioned yesterday. Well, the governor always drops a really nice reel on his page, like a roundup of the entire event. And the comments on that are really interesting. Let's take a look at the video real quick. Just short. Chiamaka wrote, "Can't believe I'm going to vote APC in the gubernatorial elections because of you. Well done. Keep up the good work, sir." Wachuku wrote, "Good job, Governor. Waiting for the hyperscale data center. Here it takes a lot of energy, but I hear you got that covered too through coal power. Definitely voting for you in 2027, but not voting your president." Tony_E wrote, "Enugu is definitely ready for state police. This, by the way, is currently the only fully operational comprehensive forensic center in Nigeria and probably West Africa." Also, the comment under this. I just love how the governor drops this reel after every great event. I just love the steam that he adds to it. But Oji, what's your reaction?
Well, welcome development, welcome innovation, and definitely he's there, right? And also, everything is working out for Ndi Enugu. And this one right here is a very big plus and big ups. So we are ready, and let's get going already.
Absolutely.
Right.
I completely agree with Audrey on this. On that note, we draw the curtains on the morning show today. Ijoma, thank you once again for coming
Thank you,
on.
Nati.
I hope you've been able to exhaust your stories.
Yeah.
What's your reaction? You know, you say, what's your reaction? Like, oh, the reaction. All right, thank you once again. The show has come to an end. On behalf of the entire production team of the Afia Morning Show here at Afia TV, thank you so much for watching. Do want to stay tuned to our lineup today. Up next is the Business Morning with Cherry Ojuku, top of the hour at 10 a.m. I remain Nathalie Uku.
Oji Mwachiku here. Have a splendid Thursday. Bye for now.